So we're going to go to MySQL.com and find and download the application for MySQL and MySQL Workbench that you'll need for your database class at El Centro. I will probably have provided you with direct links on eCampus to do this, but I'm going to manually travel through the process here just so that you get a feel for what's going on. Basically, I'm going to go to MySQL.com, MySQL.com, and this is a large enterprise here. I think it's owned by Oracle. I'm pretty sure it is, actually. MySQL used to be a totally open source free product. To a certain degree, it still is. You just have to be aware of where you're traveling here and make sure that you don't get one of the products that they sell. We want the free product. I'm going to click on Downloads, and it shows you everything they got for MySQL database. Workbench is right here. That's a lot of stuff here for enterprise. Enterprise basically means this is for business. We want open source, we want student, we want free, we want community downloads, GPL. So I'll click on this link, go to the next one, MySQL community downloads. We're going to need two programs. One is going to be the server. This is what MySQL will run on. I mean, this is what's going to be telling your system that MySQL is installed and that all the language queries that you're going to be creating will actually be interpreted. And we need the workbench right here. So I'm going to, first of all, make sure I'm going to click on MySQL community server. So I need that. And slide down to see what else they have to tell me. Now, I believe that the system is kind of smart. It already detected that I am on a Macintosh computer, so it's telling me that Mac OS is what I want. Yes, and there's several packages, and depending on how new, how old, or how updated your Mac is, you might have different selections here. Mine is not necessarily updated to the latest and greatest product. Let me check on my About This Mac. You can't see it in the top left corner on the Apple menu. I'm clicking and clicking About This Mac, and it tells me, okay, I have Mac OS Sierra. So I know then that's the version that I need to get. If you have already upgraded to High Sierra, and why not, you might want to get it. Packages for High Sierra are compatible with Sierra, so 10.13 should work with me. 10.12. I'm going to try that. I'm going to download the latest and greatest and click on that. If this takes too long, I will pause the video. In the meantime, you should also be getting this message that says log in now or sign up for a free account. That's up to you, because you can slide down and just say no thanks, just start my download. Click on that, and I'm going to save mine on my desktop. Click on save. Let's see if it really takes 10 to 11 seconds. That's fine. That's not a bad deal. I'll wait for that. In the meantime, I will go back to the downloads page. Well, one beyond this one. I'll go back one more. MySQL community downloads, and find the workbench. I'll click on that. Download MySQL Workbench, slide down, make sure that I'm on the Mac OS page, yes, and packages for High Sierra, the new system, are compatible with Sierra, my system, which means that tells me that it's fairly compatible across systems. So when I do include the software for you to download directly, I'll make sure that they're the High Sierra so that you have access to the newest ones. I'll click on download on this one as well. Begin your download, the same page. Once again, up to you if you want to log in or sign up. I'm just going to start my download and put it on my desktop. So while I was yapping and talking about this, the downloads took place. Let me minimize this for just a little bit and show you that on my desktop, I'll move them over here. I downloaded two disk images. One is the MySQL server, and then the workbench. So first of all, let's start with the server. I'll I'll double click to open up the disk image, and that actually opened up a disk image that's on my desktop as well. I'll let you see it right here. Here's the disk, and here's the installation package. So let's double click on that, run it, and it will run a checking program to make sure that it works with yours. I'll click on that. It's not complaining yet, and I'll just continue. There's all of this legalese. Like I said, this is an enterprise company, so they're going to have a big contract for you there. Just know that we're using this for educational purposes, and Mr. Tycoon is in charge of Vice, and that's basically what they wanted you to read, I guess. It's a general public license. What this means is that, you know, for the most part, it's free. Just don't abuse it. I'll click on continue, and I agree to these terms. And then it'll tell me how much disk space this is going to take. It's quite a large program. It's going to ask me for my permission. Let me put in my password. And now it's going to install. This is installing the MySQL server into the system, and basically from now on, once this is installed, all MySQL applications will be able to get MySQL commands from the server. I'm going to agree to use strong password encryption. Next, and please enter a password for the root system. This is a vital step. Don't forget this password. Write it down. Root user is going to be basically you. You are the user of this computer. You are the root user. You are the one in charge of the server. I might even recommend that you use the password root, R-O-O-T, just so that you don't forget it. If you are more conscious about security, if you distrust the people around your computer, by all means, pick another one. I'm just asking you, imploring, please write it down. Don't forget it, because if you do, then, well, we'll just have to uninstall and go through this rigmarole again. So I'm going to type in a password. It's a 4-letter password. I'll let you guess what it is, since I already told you, right? So I'll press enter, and once this finishes installing, it will start the MySQL server. Oh, it doesn't like root because I have not read the directions, at least 8 characters. And I should remember from last semester, I typed in root and then R-O-T again. So now you know, root is my secret password. Not really, because I'm going to add some more characters to it, since it's now challenging me to do this the right way. So I'm going to finish now that I have my super secret password, and I'm going to once again give it permission to make changes. It's performing the initial database setup. And it's done. MySQL server has been installed on your system. You really can't tell that it's running until you actually run something else. So I'm closing that window. My disk is still here. I'll leave it there for now. Now I'm going to go on to Workbench. I'm going to double click on Workbench, the disk image that I downloaded, and this will open up a new drive where the program will be. It's opening up. This one is not as large as the other one, but it's taking a little longer. And I see the image over here. And this is going to be a lot faster Mac-like installation. Basically, MySQL Workbench is already mounted on the system. So all you have to do is click, hold, and drag, drop the program into applications. And it's copying it there to applications. And that's it. And now my Workbench is installed. I'm going to close this. And Once this is installed, the directions that I have on the class for the PC are basically going to be the same, because I do believe that, or more than likely, this is written in Java, so it's a very universal application. Even if it's not, it looks the same, trust me. I'm going to click on my Apple button, and I'm going to open up my installation in the application part. No, actually I'm going to go to applications, and somewhere in here along all this stuff there's MySQL Workbench. Double click on that, and it's an application downloaded from the internet. I'll click on open. I trust it. So far so good. Welcome to MySQL Workbench. Let me bring it down so you can see it. And it's just about the right size, just to fit in this window. Okay, well, that's pretty much it. MySQL connections, we already know that the root is the local instance. Whenever you start to import your database information, you can click on the local instance. Remember that password that I asked you to write down. And this is my password. And I'm going to tell it to save this password in Keychain so that I don't have to type it every time. And there it is. Here is MySQL Workbench. And like I said, the PC directions that you'll see on the class, they're very much the same here. If you have any questions, please email me. If you have any other comments, let me know. And sorry if I stumbled through this video a little bit. It's Monday morning. I'm a little sick. I'm a little bit congested. But I'll be working on more information for you coming up. Thank you.